This is the first day of 8 Days to Heartiness, the introduction to the 8 Weeks to Heartiness course.
Which is an addition to the 12 Weeks to Heartiness course. And if they're not confused after that, we'll try to confuse you more.
What she means is 12 Weeks to Heartiness is being improved and squished together into an 8 weeks plan. More focused, more outcome oriented.
More outcome oriented. I like that.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
When I was getting my master's, and I didn't finish my master's, that's in my future, but when I was involved in my master's program for holistic nutrition, one of the associates there had a book that she wrote. And this is the book. It's called The Pantry Principle. Her name is Mira Desi, and I'll link to it down at the bottom so that you can get it through our Amazon. In this book, and I've talked to her and she's given me permission to share this, we're going to talk about some things that you need to look for when you're reading labels in the store. And you might be surprised at some of these.
We hear a lot about label reading, but she knows how to do it. She's got some great instructions.
She's called the ingredient guru. And she kind of came by that name naturally, just because she kept finding out stuff. So I tried to find something in my house to show you a bad label, and thankfully I don't have any. I was really excited.
Hey, it's taken a lot of work and effort.
It really has. My opening paragraph here is from her book, and so I am going to read it. The goal is to make decisions that support your health and your body while at the same time making informed choices about food. Remember that each change you make, each decision about your food is more than you were doing before and is done at a level which is comfortable and achievable by you.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Now, we acknowledge that some people are vegetarians. You can eat how you want to, but there's a healthy way to do the basics. So even if you follow some other, if you can't have any gluten, if you're on the diet for Hashimoto's, any one of those, you can use these rules for that.
Can I read the rules?
You can read the rules.
Rule number 1, if you don't know what it is, don't eat it. Wow, that's kind of...
Well, I like that one, but I have learned some new foods, so...
Okay. Rule number 2, if it has a number on it, don't eat it.
Yeah, you don't want to eat something that's a number 5 or a number 6 or a number 29 or whatever it is. Because what is that?
Yes. Yeah, it's not a name. Number 3, if it has 4 or more syllables, don't eat it. Few exceptions.
Macadamia. Macadamia.
Okay.
Okay?
Number 4, if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it.
Really?
Hey, I'm telling you. So number 5, if the ingredient ends in ate, A-T-E, don't E-A-T it.
Okay, so if it ends in 8, don't eat it. It's an 8, not the number 8, A-E-T. No, A-T-E.
That's what I said.
I didn't.
Number 6, if it says enriched,
You don't need to yell.
don't eat it. I'm being enthusiastic.
Oh.
You wanted some enthusiasm.
I did. Whew. Number 7?
Oh, we're going to do number 7. You're not going to talk about enriched? Number 7.
I could talk about
If an ingredient... She's going to hold off on number 7.
If it says enriched, it means that nutrients have been taken out of it and other nutrients have been put into it. You will find that in flours, in cereals, and in pasta.
So they take the natural nutrients out and put in some synthesized, let's up the price ingredient. Is that what you're saying?
Something like
that. Okay. Number 7, we're ready for number 7. If an ingredient is all capital letters, don't eat it.
Because it's not a real name. It's an acronym.
An acronym, which is a lot of syllables.
So the other day, I don't know if you remember, we were in the grocery store and I wanted to buy something. I'm like, well, maybe it's okay. And I pulled it off the shelf. Literally, the ingredients were that long. And then I found something else. I thought, well, maybe it'll be okay. And it listed sugar 4 different places, different names. So we'll talk about that. Anyway, with all of those precautions that we just said, then let's go forward.
Let's go into it. Let's get into the nitty gritty.
So why do you need to clean out your kitchen? Most kitchens are full of food with ingredients that are damaging to the body. Period.
And after, what, 11 years
11
now?
years.
We look in our cupboard and we can't find anything that has the bad labels. It's not easy, guys.
It's so hard, but it's so much easier than it was 11 years ago. The first thing I want you to do is purchase a few things before you get rid of anything.
So you want some things that they can eat as they're getting rid of the things they shouldn't eat.
Correct.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to get all done and go, what are we going to eat now? And I'm not giving you the whole exhausted list at all. This is just a mini list.
Kickstart.
Okay. So I want you to go purchase some raw almonds. I don't want, and you'll be shocked when you look at nuts and you'll think, okay, I'm going to grab these nuts. Look at the oils in them. Don't buy them with all those oils in them. Buy just the plain nut.
So the label should say almonds.
Almonds.
Period. Nothing else.
Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. What do these say? These are walnuts. These say walnuts and rosemary.
Okay, I'll take rosemary.
Okay.
Man, they always want to add something to make it better. Like Mother Nature doesn't know what she's doing.
These pecans say pecans.
There we go.
Now, where possible, any of these ingredients we want you to try to buy organic. Try to buy something that doesn't have the pesticides in it. That's, use your judgment because a lot of times they're throwing that organic.
So they don't put pesticides on the label.
They don't. So that's the first thing is I want you to go buy nuts. They don't have to be almonds, but almonds are really, really good for you. And Trader Joe's does have some organic, like 3 different kinds of organic nuts now that just say the nut.
And certainly if you're not in an area where Trader Joe's exists.
Which we aren't.
And we aren't right now. And you have local stores that provide good raw nuts, share so that other folks who may not be aware of it can be aware that that's another chain or store that does it.
And you can even do the roasted ones, but the roasted ones almost always have an oil in it, so you don't want that.
Read the label.
So purchase organic fruits and vegetables. Get a basket of vegetables and fruit in your kitchen.
Now keep this in mind. Organic fruits and vegetables don't last as long as the ones that have been bred to stay on your shelf, not taste very good and last a long time.
Number 3, I want you to get some white cheese, like white cheddar cheese. The white cheese that doesn't have the dye in it. A soft cheese. There again, if you can get organic, even Walmart carries some organic ones. Number 4, I want you to get some organic, non-GMO popcorn because popcorn's a good snack. And then I want you to make sure you have eggs.
The perfect food. It's got it all.
And I want you to have olive oil, butter, and coconut oil in your kitchen.
So good start.
That's all.
I mean, those aren't meals, okay? We get it. Those aren't meals, but those are, hey, I'd like something to eat. You can go grab that.
So now, tomorrow, we're going to start learning about what to eliminate. But today, we want you to go get food and put it in your house so that you know what to eat. Jim, what are the 4 foods that we eat together?
We like a protein. We don't like a protein. We got to have a protein. We got to have a carbohydrate. We've got to have a non-starchy vegetable. And what's the other one?
A good carbohydrate.
Oh,
you said that. A good fat.
A good fat. I left out the good fat.
Okay, so a good carbohydrate is not a piece of candy, and it's not a cookie, and it's not cake. So a good carbohydrate is something that comes naturally, an apple, a potato, a sweet potato, something that is a starchy vegetable or a peach or a banana. A good, real food carbohydrate.
So fruits, most of the fruits are going to fall into that.
Yep.
Some of the vegetables fall into that.
Your protein.
Donuts? No.
Protein are, it can be meat, it can be cheese, but there's also tons of vegetables.
How about
with
ice
lots
cream?
of protein. Jim.
Okay. Ice cream shouldn't be on the list.
So let me just give you some ideas of some snacks. White cheese and apple. 12 almonds. Carrot sticks. Boiled eggs. 5 olives. A fresh peach. Some dilly beans that you probably canned yourself. Peanut butter on celery. Make sure that it's not peanut butter full of sugar and bad oils.
Read the label.
Walnuts and a half a cup of yogurt. Those are some ideas of food to put into your house so that when you start taking that food out, you got something to eat.
As you're looking for your food that you want, where do you source it? How do you do it? How do you get it? Typically, if you walk the outside perimeter of the store, that's where you're going to find most of the... They caught on. The stores have caught on, and that's not always the case. But it's a good rule of thumb.
It is.
Most of the packaged, processed, fortified, all of that foods are going to be in the middle, and probably going to be what you want to avoid. But if you have a farmer's market, if you know a farmer nearby who is providing good food, that's a great source. Grow your own. We're all over that, growing your own.
They can't grow their own in a day.
You're right. In a day you can't. So you're going to have to find a place. But farmers markets, stores that most localities have stores that provide the more healthy food choices. They might be a little more expensive, but in the long run, your health is worth it.
I will say this. Walmart even has a whole section now that's just organic in their produce area that never used to be there.
Yes.
And they have several organic items on that they do themselves that are throughout the store. So look for that. This is day one. Day one. Tomorrow, we're going to learn how to get rid of some stuff.
So, it's time. Get to it. Make it happen.
If you would like to purchase the 12 Weeks to Heartiness, you're welcome to do that because the 8 Weeks to Heartiness will come right after that and you'll
get both
automatically
of them. You'll get both of them.
So, but right now we're just going to do 8 days.
Yes.
And help you get started. Thanks, guys. Subscribe and like and share with your friends. Help them to be able to see 8 days of getting more healthy.
Take care. We'll see you tomorrow for day 2.
Bye-bye.